Hey, hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing on this bright and beautiful Money Monday? Not to be confused with Money Monday. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I had to throw that in. Hope that everybody's doing well. Hope you got a tall cup of joe with you, or a cup of tea, or whatever it is that you like to start your day with. And if you're listening to me later on, hope that your day has been going well. Okay, let's get right into it. Many of us have leaky wallets, every single one of us. I think that there's not one person on planet Earth that at some point or another finds that their wallet is leaking with things that just walk out of it every single day of the month or year without even realizing it. Let's jump in right to it. For example, do you realize many times we throw away cash every single month on unnecessary fees and charges? Do you have a subscription service that maybe at one time tickled your fancy, and right at the moment you're like, who cares? You don't even look at the box. You don't even open up the package. You see the package, oh, that again. You put it in the corner and you swear that week or that day or that month, you're going to call up and you're going to cancel that subscription. And other things come up during your day, and that doesn't happen. And then you forget completely about it, right? Until another month later, when that thing arrives at your doorstep again, and you paid for it again, and you're like, I'm going to get to it. Listen, put a halt to it. If you really don't care for that item, go cancel that subscription. Just saying. Okay, food waste. Now, this is something I know all of us have been guilty of. We have. We don't want to be guilty of. That I know. I believe that in our heart of hearts. But what can we do to avoid such a thing? Listen, food waste literally can happen to all of us, and food ends up in the garbage. You know, I found out from research that the average household, get this is really sad, actually loses about $600 a year in food waste. That just, makes me sick when I think about how many people really are out there struggling for food, and others are just like tossing it out. It's just, it's very, very sad. But there are things that we can do about this, okay? So one of the things we can do before we go shopping, number one, check out your inventory. What do you have? Can you work with what you have? Can you make sure that those canned items didn't expire? You have to assess what you have, make the most of it, and maximize the value. You do not want stuff gone in the garbage. I'm just saying, for real and for true. Try to avoid that, okay? The next wallet leak, we're all familiar with this, and it's the truth, though. Eating out very often. Now, I'm not saying never eat out. Please know that. Everybody deserves to go out to eat every once in a while. It's fun. It's a way to socialize. I get it. But, we can socialize without always eating out. We can have friends and family over, or you can be the guest, or you can throw that potluck dinner. Potluck dinners are a lot of fun because there's something about that randomness and that uniqueness of everybody's dish. And you want to know what it's all about? It's about the coming together. It's about of just doing things, with our friends and loved ones and family. And if you want to go out to eat, try doing some cost-cutting things, like take advantage of the early bird specials, for example. Or you don't have to go to a 5-star restaurant. Go to a great diner. I love diner food. Just saying. Think about that. You could also, if you do go to the fancy restaurant, skip the very expensive dessert. There are ways to getting around this, okay? And I'm just saying that. Did you realize, though, that in restaurants, when you do go out, they are marking up the cost of your meal? And they have to. They are in business. I'm not putting it down. Let's think about this. For example, if something costs a certain price in wholesale, restaurants, generally speaking, do a 3 times markup on the original cost. They have to do it to keep afloat, okay? So anyway, these are just costs to consider, things to consider. There are people that do have financial goals. If you could afford to do this, hey, be my guest. You got my blessing on it. But if you're struggling to pay down your debt, if you can't make ends meet, if you're like scratching your head trying to figure out how to pay your light bill, and you're going out to eat breakfast for a 12-cent egg that you could easily make at home, I have a problem with that. I do. I just don't get it. There's a mental disconnect there. Am I right or am I right? Just saying. That's just, something you can avoid. All right, next. Will you please start getting familiar with your bank fees? All of us may be guilty of that thing. Sometimes we do not realize how much banks take out of your money for the simple pleasure of you obtaining your money. Now let's think about it. You worked hard for that money, okay? Do you really just want to just let the banks just yank it all out? No, no, no. That can't happen. We do some silly things sometimes, all of us. For example, frequent trips to ATMs that are out of your bank's network or branch. Don't do that. That's just ridiculous, especially like if you take a $20 bill out once a week, not at your own branch even, and you're paying exorbitant fees. How ridiculous is that? You're really wasting a lot of money. So plan ahead, make less frequent trips to the ATM, and take out what you need as far as paper cash goes earlier on in the month and work with it that way. I do not understand those frequent trips to the ATM for big fees. Maybe it's me, but I just don't get it. Okay? Next, you need to consider using up those valuable gift cards. I know people that have drawers full of gift cards, and I'm like, what? Okay, many people get them, and unfortunately, they forget them. Don't do that. Use them up, Buttercup. Keep in mind that, some cards actually have monthly maintenance fees until the balance is used up. Some have fees as high as like $250 a month, okay? Meantime, that card is just sitting in the drawer. No, no, no. Especially the cards to places that you actually use. Why don't you use up those familiar cards with things that you were going to buy anyway? That's a true savings, and it honors the person that you got the card from. Think about that. Okay, overcharges on certain plans. Yeah. Use your Wi-Fi more often. Use your data less, because sometimes that data overcharge could be as much as $10 or $15 extra a month. Some people go, what's $10 or $15? Well, God bless you if you say that, but wouldn't be me. But $10 or $15 a month times 12 months out of the year, do the math. Do the math. What could you have done with that $150 or more per year? I don't know. Maybe put it towards a vacation. Maybe buy, a special outfit. Whatever. But just to throw it away on data plans? Use your Wi-Fi more often. Just saying. All right, listen. Homework and research. I was a teacher. I'll always be a teacher, even if I'm just teaching things on YouTube, for example. Do your homework and research by what? Comparison shopping. Look online and save time. You're saving footwear. You're saving effort. You can look around and get an eyeball as to prices on the stores at the cost of using your fingertips and a little bit of time at home on a rainy day, for example. Then you take advantage. And sometimes online shopping is actually way cheaper than personal shopping in brick and mortar stores. Think about it. If you could take advantage of free shipping, why not? You're getting the job done. You're getting it done in a fraction of the time. You get to do other things. And you know what? Time saved is usually money saved. Just saying. This is an oldie but goodie. Not negotiating better prices on your utility bills or cable. Some people think that utility bills, well, that's utility company and they will not work with you. There are senior plans out there, for example. There may be one in your area. Take full advantage of it. As far as cable goes, either you do without it, go for an alternative. There are so many alternatives today. There is no reason on goodness green earth to have to pay the highest price. There are choices out there. We do live in a world full of choices, okay? So why don't you make the choice to start saving money that has been plucking out of your wallet for no good reason? Does that make sense? Or does that make sense? And speaking about sense, we have Steve Young today. He's got a really excellent tip when it comes to credit card use. So stick around for Steve Young. And everybody have a wonderful day. I'll be back a minute when Steve Young finishes his comment and tip. Take full advantage of it. Be right back.
Good morning. I have a good credit card tip that I'd like to share with you. If you're looking to make a large purchase, a few $100s, I highly recommend that you wait until the date that your statement prints. Why do I say that? It gives you an extra month to pay it off. So what you do is wait until the day that you want to make the purchase. Make sure you do it on your billing statement print date. Then you go out and purchase it. In order to pay it off in full, what you do is find out how much the balance is and calculate how many weeks it is from the date that it showed up as a charge and count until the due date. Count how many weeks that is. Make a payment, one a week, and then when you make your last payment, it will be paid off. I highly recommend you try this trick. It is very effective.
Hey, Steve, that is an absolutely excellent strategy. You're buying yourself a bit more time. And it goes to show also that it's very important to get familiar with your bills and know the billing cycle and know those important dates and mark it down. There you go. Hey, thanks everybody for coming around. We really do appreciate your time. Hope that you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to put a smile on somebody else's face, because money is important, but people are way, way more important. Just have a wonderfully blessed day. Be a blessing, and you will definitely receive a blessing. Just saying. Have a great day.